Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Smart Jordan, Tammy Turns Pages. So glad that you are here and that you decided to turn pages with me today. Today is going to be a pretty chill vlog. I have noticed that I don't want to say I'm in a reading slump, but I'm definitely starting to get there because I'm taking longer to read the books that I've picked out, and the books I'm picking out, I'm just not like vibing with them that much. I don't know what's going on, but that's usually an indicator that I'm getting close to possibly being in a slump, and I don't want that to happen. So I think we're gonna focus a lot on maybe mood reading in this vlog. So I will probably read 2, maybe 3 books in this vlog. I have started one already called Almost Life. So I have just started this. I'm like on chapter 3. So nothing really big has happened so far. I also wanted to possibly show you this new book tracker thing that I bought. It's like Goodreads and Storygraph, but it's personalized. It's something I found on Etsy. I just wanted a different version, like that feels more personal to me. So I will show you what that looks like. And I do also want to show you our apartment. We got it cleaned yesterday. And fun fact, it's been a while since we've gotten this apartment professionally cleaned, but the person who cleaned my apartment, her daughter works at my school with me. She's actually my aide, and I got her the job at the school that we work at, which is fun. And then I also taught her younger daughters. So it's kind of like a family affair. I've known this family for a really long time. And yeah, it's just wonderful that she started a business, and I really wanted to support her. And so yeah, it's fun. And she did a great job. So I will show you a little bit of what it looks like. And then yeah, I'll probably just do some cozy activities, chill and relax. And yeah, if that sounds good to you, let's continue with this video. All right, it's a few hours later, and Ryan and I are about to start a puzzle. It's about maybe 2 o'clock now, 1 o'clock now, I don't know. But we are expecting some rain, and so we thought we'd watch a movie and do a puzzle. Let me show you what the puzzle looks like. So it looks like this. It's a spring puzzle. It's only 300 pieces. I think it's from a company called Bits and Bobs maybe, or something, but they're fairly easy. I think they even have like little codes on the back if you have trouble figuring out where the piece belongs. But I thought we'd be able to get this done hopefully by the end of this video. It's very small, so hopefully. That I will be doing at some point, I don't know when, but I love these so much. These are the Laura Pemberton puzzles. Look at how beautiful this one is. It's so gorgeous. This one's called Islander. My mom did it, and she did it by herself, and she was like, it was very difficult because it felt like all the colors are kind of the same, and so they were like bleeding together. My mom did this one too, I think, because I gave it to her right after she did the other one. Is this one here. Look at how This one's so beautiful. This one is called Dawn Chorus. Yeah, so I love it. Of course, we had to make chocolate chip cookies. So yeah, we're gonna make these right now and then continue with our puzzle. It's the next day, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on where I'm at in Almost Life by Karen Millwood Hargrave. So I was able to get to part 3, which is great, which is page, I think it's page 183, and it's chapter 8. This book follows our two main characters, Laura and Erica. Erica is an 18-year-old student who is in Paris. She's studying in Paris, like on, I think for like a year. It's like a study program for a year. She is originally from England, and she, obviously wants to enjoy her time, her year there, explore. And within a very short period of time, she meets Laura. Laura is also a student, but she is a grad student, and I think she's going to the Sorbonne. I think they meet somewhere around there. They become very fast friends, and they realize that they are both, interested in the same things and have kind of a lot in common and things like that. So Laura kind of takes Erica under her wing because, Laura's a little bit older, and kind of shows her around Paris, shows her like the cool scene, like the bars and the smoky clubs and like, poetry readings and things like that. She's just really opening her up to a whole new world that she has never really experienced when she was in England. Basically, cut to Laura and Erica start to develop feelings for each other because they're spending so much time together and experiencing all these new things together. Erica is young and very open and very excited and honest and ready to jump in and experience what she needs to experience. And Laura is a bit more closed off. She's more guarded. She is a little bit older too. She's, I think, maybe mid-20s. And she's just not fully ready to jump in like Erica is. They do end up kind of having a dalliance, we'll say. They end up kind of having a thing. Unfortunately, Erica has to make a decision where she is either going to stay in Paris or go back to England because she has a spot waiting for her at another university in England. And also she's really grappling with her sexuality as well. She's not, this is the first woman she's ever been with, and she's not really sure that society pressures. She just isn't sure like this is the right move for her. So she's forced to make a really tough decision and see if she wants to go back and, you know, kind of assume a normal life. After she makes that decision, Laura and her end up having a bit more of a strained relationship. They still are in contact and they are still, you know, talking to each other a lot, but it's just not the same. And a lot of this book so far, because I got to, like I said, part 3, a lot of this book is them reflecting on their past mistakes, what had led them to these decisions that they've been making, and just how life could have been versus how life is now. It kind of is giving me a little bit of sliding doors just because of all like the reminiscing and the nostalgia and the kind of like road not taken and past lives kind of thing, but without it being on 2 timelines. It's one timeline and it's just one story, but it's a lot of reflecting, self-reflecting, and I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but that's why it's kind of giving me like sliding doors. But yes, I am enjoying this, and yeah, I'll let you know what I think, and then we'll move on to the next book for this video. Okay, I wanted to share a quick little Target haul with you, and then also a little haul that I got from Amazon. It's like very, very short. Let me show you. So I got 4 of these. I got the s'mores Chobani creamer, the I guess it's like a coffee cake version or flavor. I also got the sweet cream flavor. This is a sweet cream. And then the caramel macchiato. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but I feel like this would help. And then also Ryan loves coffee, so. Got some dried mangoes. They are sweetened, but sometimes you gotta have your sweet, you know. Dried sweetened cherries. And then these 2 cookies. This one's brown butter and the other one's s'mores. These might be as good, if not maybe a little bit better, just because I like the way these bake up a little bit better than my Whole Foods brown butter cookies. So I think they might have been dethroned. These are so good. And then I got 3 of these Hanes sets. I'll show you like one. I'm not gonna put it on, but I'll just show you what one looks like. So my cat's there. This is the butter yellow color, and it is the boxy set. And they're like kind of like this, just like boxers, and then a shirt. They're super soft. They're oversized. Got it in this color too, whatever color this is, like a sage. And then of course I had to get it in black. I do want to get it in pink and like a couple other colors too. So yeah, they look like this. Okay, so I wanted to just give you a quick update. It is the next day and I was able to finish this book, and I did really like this book a lot. It's very sad. There's a lot of like reflecting and introspection in this story, and there's choices that need to be made, and they're not always made maybe the way you would make them or the way I would make them, but definitely the choices are being made, and those choices have like a ripple effect on each of the characters' lives. I would say Laura is, like I said before, definitely more closed off and guarded, but certainly becomes more open and more aware. I think Erica definitely has more trepidation when it comes to how she is viewed, and it leads her to make decisions that maybe aren't best for her. A lot happens between these two over the course of 25 years. If that makes sense. I'm trying not to be spoilery. I did like this book a lot. I probably would give this a 3.5. There is some cheating happening in this book, so if you are not into that, I would say, you know, maybe this one isn't for you. I am going to pick my next book. When I figure it out, I'll come back and I'll tell you what it was. This is the book tracker I was telling you about. So there are different areas like the book rating, the year. These are all the books that I have read that I've given 5 stars to this year. This is just the book finder, and it has like the summary and the favorite quote. It also has like what platform I read it on, like audiobook, or what type of media I consumed. This also is like January, February, March. I only went to March, but this is basically what the books were that I finished this month, but I actually finished more than that, but it only has 12 at a time. And then it also shows like the star rating, which is pretty cool. You have to digitally enter that in, but I'll tell you about that in a second. This is the bookshelf for all the books that I've completed. So this side is all, and that side is literary fiction on the other side. And you can see like I can drop it down and pick any one I want, and then I can choose to just display literary fiction or horror or whatever. If we go over to this side, it says my reading status. This is from March because I only filled out until March. The hours listened, although I need to change that. This is all the books that I want to buy. It has the price, the name, the picture. Upcoming releases, I didn't put anything in there, but this on this side I did. We also have all my favorite books for February, and then like I said, I can switch it to something different like January, and then these are my favorite books in January, and then I can switch it to March, same thing. And then down underneath is books to read, so like kind of like my TBR, and again you have to fill this out manually. So we can go into the tracker, and the tracker has all the books that I've read from January to March. Again, March is where I stopped, but you have to do all this manually. But what's cool about this is you can put in all of the information about the book, when you read it, what format you used, if you finished it, the page you're on, your rating, the spice level, how much it costs, series name. You can also put in the review of the book, favorite quote, and so obviously this is very time consuming, so that's why I've only gone to March, and I haven't done this month's books yet, but I am really liking the way this looks. Then this is now down to the bottom, which is book review and gallery. So this shows again kind of what the dashboard shows, but a little bit more in detail. Same type of vibe, but it's just a bigger one. The series tracker on the side, I'm probably gonna get rid of that. I don't need it. So sorry, there's a motorcycle going by. But yeah, you can again do the drop down and pick different books to look at, and it gives you a full, this is actually like the bigger version of it, so it gives you the full summary and everything, but again you're putting that in to this tracker. But I think it's really cool, it's really comprehensive, and it has like all of the price, the genre, you know, things like that, your favorite quote, favorite moment, favorite character, Princess Donut. I read it in 3 days. It's just very comprehensive. This here is the TBR. Again, this is manually entered by you. This is the TBR, and then you just put in like the books that you want to read, and then what you think, what format you're going to read it on. And then it's also on the side here. So all the books that you put on the left side will go onto the right side. And then we have the wish list, and again, same thing, you're going to put it in manually, and then all the books that are on the left side will be put up onto the right side. But I hope you liked my walkthrough of my new book tracker. I feel like it's very personalized. Like I said, I will link this tracker below so you guys can access it. It's the next day, and I wanted to just tell you the next book that I started. I'm actually pretty far into it, about 60% into it. This is Love is an Algorithm. This one is by Laura Brooke Robson. And yeah, this is really, really different than like other things I've read before. This is very sci-fi, but not. I don't know. So this basically follows our main character, Eve. She is an aspiring, so I hope you can't hear the background. We are getting some work done outside. But she is an aspiring musician, and she is pretty lucky in love for the most part, but she wants it to be authentic, and she wants to feel all her feelings, and she really thinks that like love is like going through it and like expressing yourself and feeling the emotions. Then we also have our other main character, Danny. He is very different than she is. He is very unlucky in love. In the beginning, you actually find him going on all these dates in the beginning part of this book, and they're all really bad. And so it prompts him to make this bug called Pattern, which is like a love version of ChatGPT, but so much more than that, because it's like helps you with lifestyle. It also is like a therapist. It's also like a decision maker. You know, it's all encompassing, and he decides to make that just to help him out and then help other people who are unlucky like he is. So he does that with Eve's brother. His name is Julian. Julian is a bit more realistic. He's, you know, just wants to be able to make this app and then have it be successful, and, you know, that's it. He's not really caring that much about like what it's doing to people. So unfortunately, this app bug is ruining people's lives in a way, because they're not living, they're now just relying on what the app is telling them to do. If they want to break up with their girlfriend or boyfriend, instead they don't say like, they don't think to themselves like, you know, I really have been thinking about this. Should I break up with my girlfriend? Should I break up with my boyfriend? They ask the app. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the TV show Mrs. Davis. If you ever watch Mrs. Davis, this is different because this is about love, and Mrs. Davis is a little bit different, but this app basically takes over their whole world, and that's kind of what this app is doing. At the point I'm at now, Eve and Danny have developed a friendship. They are old friends and are trying to rekindle that spark that they had when they were younger. But they're not really vibing. They both want very different things. So I'm liking this so far. The way it's written is really different and really funky and fun, and like it's very, like, obviously I'm 60% into it, so it's a quick read, so I do appreciate that as well. So I'm going to come back when I finish with this book. We are gonna try and get that puzzle done, I think, by the end of this video, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, I also unboxed this little baby yesterday, and I've been living underneath it since yesterday, and I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna have a cozy night in. Maybe we'll break out the puzzle, maybe, I don't know, we'll watch a movie. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on where I'm at. It's actually a few days later, and I wanted to just give you a final review, or my final thoughts on Love is an Algorithm by Laura Brooke Robson. I really like this book a lot. I'm actually shocked I've never heard of this author before, or maybe she's big and I just didn't know that, but I would definitely read from this author again. Really like the writing. It was unexpected, but it was very good. I like the connections that the main characters made with each other, like throughout the book. I just really liked how they were evolving throughout the story, if that makes sense. I also like that there was a deeper kind of meaning slash like theme behind this story that really tied in well, and I thought the ending was good. I thought there was a lot of payoff on the end, and and it was an interesting ending, but like not in a bad way, you know. All in all, I really enjoyed this book, so I think I would probably give this probably like a 4-star. I really like this. So, and yeah, I think you probably would like it too. It's very much what would happen if we let AI plan our lives. I was not able to finish the puzzle. Maybe I'll finish it in another vlog. I this morning spent all morning cleaning my fridge and my freezers. I have like a top bottom freezer. So that took up a lot of my time, and I also ordered a bunch of food. I did like a huge food order and then I had to take out all the old food. You know how it is, and then you got to put the new food in, so you got to organize it, and I, you know, just did a whole clean. But anyway, it looks great now. I didn't film it just because I was like too overwhelmed. Once I made the food order, that's when I decided to clean the fridge, and I was like, no, I'm not filming this. This is too overwhelming, but I will show you. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It's a little chaotic at the end, but yeah, if you like this video and you like my content, please don't hesitate to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.